Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Star Wars Wednesday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with Star Wars The Black Series Walmart exclusive from The Mandalorian Night Owl. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here on the top, we've got some tape and the hook holder. That's it. Star Wars The Black Series. Nice big window showcasing the figure and accessories. Then we've got, the window wraps around to this side to let some light in from this side. On this side, Mandalorian Night Owl number 38, which is the number for Star Wars The Mandalorian that this figure is. Warning! Don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. 4 and up, assortment number, Hasbro print. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. And then we've got that stripe here on the front. It continues around this side, upwards at an angle, and then also around to the back. Star Wars The Black Series on the other side here. Got some nice artwork, Mandalorian Night Owl. That same artwork right here, just a closer in shot of it. Star Wars The Black Series, Mandalorian Night Owl. A group of mostly female Mandalorian warriors, spearheaded by Bo-Katan Kryze, the Night Owls, join forces with the Children of the Watch to reclaim Mandalore. There it is again in some other languages I don't read, and then again on that stripe number 38 in Star Wars The Mandalorian. Attention! Especially don't stick things in your French pie hole. And then here it says includes figure and 2 accessories. Warning, attention, Octoon. Don't stick things in any other language pie hole that do not belong there. Don't give it to babies. Small fine, legalese made in China print, Disney print, and Hasbro print. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and her accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers to help us take a look at some of the, all the smaller accessories. So here we have her blaster, which is all molded in this dark gunmetal color. Nice molded details on it, and it's a nice cross between what we saw in The Mandalorian and in the Clone Wars, which I think is by the design of it. It's supposed to look in the live action like a cross between live action and what was in the Clone Wars. And I think it did a good job of that. So that's a nice looking piece. Here is the jetpack, and of course it's small. It's got some nice molded details in it and some paint apps. I do believe it's in this color. It could be in this color. Parts of it are in that color, I think. And we've got some nice paint apps right here. We've got these lines right here. This and this, and then across here, and across here. I don't know what this piece is. Maybe a sensor of some kind. And then on this side, just a post to put it in the port on her back. Now, there's nothing new with this mold. It is, I want to say it's more Koska Reeves than it is Bo-Katan, but I believe both of those share a book anyway. But she does have, I think, Koska Reeves' belt and holster. So we got some, let's start at the top, I guess. So this is a nice gunmetal-ish color. And then we've got some paint app around the visor. And we've got this tampo right here, along with some, scarring, scratches, whatever you want to call it there. They're probably tampos. So I think for the most part that looks pretty good. And then around the back, you know, we've got this and this right here. So that looks pretty good. Then on the front, I don't know what all of this is paint apps, but that's a paint app. And then there's some scratches going on here that's silver paint as well. We've got this tampo along with some scratching on this side, not on this side. And then it doesn't seem like there's any more paint on the arm. Maybe this right here, the panel on the back of the hand. And then on this side, this gauntlet looks like it's a paint. And then the whistling birds looks like it's got some paint on it as well. And then right here, we got trigger finger hand and trigger finger hand. And then we've got some nice silver paint right there for the buckle. These panels on the side. And then the shin guards as well. Not much going on the back side. That's pretty much standard with Black Series for the most part. So let's talk about the articulation real quick. The viewfinder does rotate down into place. It is a separate part. It'll go back that far and it goes forward about where it's supposed to go. So there is that. The head is on, I think it's on a dumbbell. There's a dumbbell in the top and then a ball at the bottom. The neck is a separate piece. So she looks up that high. She can look down that far. She's got chicken neck. She's got waggle. She can do the full exorcist. Now at the shoulders, I don't know if there's a true butterfly in there. It looks like there might be. So it looks like there's a butterfly in there. Her arms can go back that far and forward that far. Rotate 360 degrees. She can raise her arm up that high, which is less than 90 degrees. But the shoulder armor piece does go up under the torso armor piece. Nothing in the bicep. Single hinge and swivel at the elbow. Swivels around 360 degrees and gives you better than a 90 degree bend. 360 degree rotation at the wrist on an up and down hinge, and then the other side is up and down as well. There's a cut right here in the abdomen, so it gives her some hula. 360 degrees worth of rotation. She can lean left and right. She can lean back that far and forward that far, so not a lot. And I already covered that rotation. So at the hips, she can give you that much of the splits. She can kick forward that far. She can move her leg back that far. Cut at the upper thigh, and because of the armor piece, it'll go around that far and then forward that far. So no 360 degree rotation there. Single hinge and swivel at the knee. Swivels around 360 degrees and gives better than a 90 degree bend there. And then at the ankle, tilts down that far, tilts up that far, and forward facing pin for rocker. Now as far as the accessories go, they do store on the figure. Of course, what Mandalorian doesn't love to have their jetpack with a missile launcher on it? They all love it. So fits on there pretty good. The gun, she can either hold in her hand or it will store here in the holster, just like it's supposed to. Now, her helmet does not pull off, and as you can see, there is a head in there, but there's no paint or detail or anything like that to it. I mean, there's some sculpted detail because it's either Koska Reeves or Bo-Katan's head glued in there, and the helmet is glued on. So if you were hoping to get some kind of like generic female Mandalorian sculpt out of this, nope. So there you have it, my friends. There's a look at the figure and her accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Walmart exclusive Star Wars The Black Series, The Mandalorian Night Owl, with the Star Wars The Black Series, The Mandalorian Bo-Katan Kryze, Star Wars The Black Series, The Mandalorian Koska Reeves, and finally, Star Wars The Black Series, The Mandalorian Axe Woves. For our last set of comparisons, here we have the Walmart exclusive Star Wars The Black Series, The Mandalorian Night Owl, with from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch scale comparison, from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Walmart exclusive Star Wars The Black Series, The Mandalorian Night Owl, or Mandalorian Night Owl, I have to say I was not originally going to pick this up. Number one, it was Walmart exclusive, and they can be a pain to get sometimes. Or you might get your pre-order in and it get canceled. Of course, they're doing a lot better about that right now. But mostly I wasn't going to get this because it's just a rehash of Bo-Katan and Koska Reeves. And it was a generic character. However, at some point, I ordered something from Walmart.com and needed to make, free shipping. This figure was $5. So, for $5, and I got free shipping on this and some other things. I think that's a good value, even for a minor background character. Now, as far as the mold and the paint and stuff goes, it looks really good. I mean, the mold, of course, is reused from Bo-Katan and Koska Reeves, and that's fine because, their armors pretty much look all the same, especially the Night Owls. And so, the colors on this one are a little dark, and it's hard, like at this distance, what you're seeing now, it's hard to make out some of the paint details and stuff just because of the darkness of the figure, and there's not enough contrast going on. But that's just my opinion. Your mileage may vary. You might like the look of this. I do think it would be cool if they did one that was like all black, or at least mostly black. I think that would be a cool looking Mandalorian figure. But, this one, it is what it is. It's a background character. You can't pull the helmet off. So, it's a helmeted background figure. And, it'll go good with Bo-Katan and Koska Reeves and Axe Woves. It'll go right in there. And when you combine it up with Din Djarin and Paz Vizsla and the Armorer, starting to build out a little bit of a Mando army there. Now, am I going after those Target 2-packs? No, don't think so. But you never know if I find them on clearance, which I usually don't at Target because I don't have a Target. So, but there it is. I mean, it's it's a decent figure. It was worth the $5 I paid for it. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I'm now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. Don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.